Hello, I am Flash Isaac. This is Flashlearners. You are now watching 120 Days to Jamb, a series containing 120 episodes which covers all the topics in Jamb syllabus. Each episode comprises detailed class, questions, and homework. The questions and homework are from the Flashlearners Jamb application. This makes the app a requirement for this class. Visit Google Play Store or flashlearners.com to get the app. Do you have trust issue? Reach me on any of my social handles for activation guide or enquiries. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take. This is episode number 87 of the 120 Days to Jamb Use of English with Flash Isaac. In this episode, we shall be answering Jamb sentence interpretation questions from the Flashlearners Jamb application. If you've not gotten the app, you are wrong. If you've gotten the app, you are correct. Since 1960, I have been helping numerous candidates to pass Jamb. It is actually your turn. But the question is, are you ready? One of the ways to show that you are ready is getting the app, following what you are doing your homework. That means you are ready. Remember, to whom much is given is not expected to run away with it. Tosin was advised by his mentor not to put too many irons in the fire. This means that he was advised not to. Tosin had someone he looked up to, a mentor. One day, the mentor called Tosin. Mr. Tosin, do not put too many irons on the fire. Do not put too many irons on the fire. It means, Tosin, do not take more problems than you can cope with. Do not take more problems than you can cope with. Now, looking at option B, it says this means that he was advised not to be a blacksmith. C, he was advised not to play with fire. And D, he was advised not to hurt himself. Option B, C, and D, they try to give us shallow or literal meaning of the statement. And in sentence interpretation, any option that tries to explain the sentence exactly the way it appears is 99.9% of the time wrong. It says not to put too many irons in the fire. That doesn't mean it should be a blacksmith, or it means playing with fire, like literally, or to hurt himself. It means he should not take more problems that he can cope with. Don't take much problem that you can cope with. Don't engage in many things that you can handle. Don't iron is hot, is strong. Don't pack everything once. Don't do everything once. Do only the things you can cope with. Do only the things you can do comfortably. And the court brought out the fact that the selection were not free and fair. To bring out fact means to make something clear. The court brought out the fact that the selection were not free and fair. It implies that the court made it clear that the selection was not free and fair. It was not without problems. It was not without errors. It was not without flaws. A, the court explained that the election were not free and fair. B, the court made it clear that the election were not flawless. C, the court saw that the election were not properly concluded. And D, the court said that the selection were not rigged. The court brought out the fact. The court made it clear. The selection were not free and fair. It means the selection or the election were not flawless. They were flaws. So option B is the correct option. Stephen never ceases to rub John's failure in. To rub someone's failure in means to constantly remind the person of his or her failure. This implies that Stephen constantly reminds John of the latter's failure, as seen in option D. And the last question for this class is, The witness said he had no axe to grind with his brother. It implies that he had no hatred for the brother. That is it. We've come to the end of this episode. I trust you found it helpful and trust you found it interesting. That is it. See you in the next episode. For your homework, get the Flashlearners application. Go to practice by topic under use of English. Click interpretation, answer interpretation questions. If you have any problem, feel free to let me know. That's basically it. See you next.